Guys, we're doing one of the dumbest things yet. We're gonna be giving one of our employees $800 to surprise us with a PC.
And once we do that, we're gonna see if we can flip this gaming PC and make some money. Is that a good idea? Probably not, but we gotta pay for this PC somehow with a word from today's sponsor.
I'm not the sponsor.
Man, I'm so glad we're done with that video. Jackson, can you transfer these files real quick so we can get out of these stupid costumes?
No problem, man. I don't know why Jen always makes us wear these stupid costumes, dude.
Huh? Did you really just delete what we just filmed? Are you serious? Why did you delete those files?
Wait, guys, it's okay. Wondershare Recover can help us get our files back.
Today's video sponsor, Wondershare Recover, is an all-in-one data recovery solution supporting over 2,000 storage devices and 1,000 file formats. Recover can help you easily recover files from SD cards and external devices while also supporting professional data recovery from DJI, GoPro, Canon, Sony, and more. This is the perfect data recovery tool for creators like us who tend to delete stuff more often than they should. And due to the enhanced photo and video recovery, this software brings back files in their complete original format, which is usually impossible to get back. Wondershare can even recover lost data from corrupted or failed NAS servers. So whether it's an Excel spreadsheet, Word document, 4K video, or even some photos, Wondershare Recover It gets it back. Recover It is even easy to use. Just give it a download, select the drive that you want to recover from, then Wondershare Recover It will show you the files that can safely recover. Then all you have to do is choose which ones you want to recover and let the software work its magic. If you're interested in learning more, be sure to check out the links in the description down below for more information and download using our link. And big thanks again to Wondershare for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
So honestly, this is a really random video idea, but the goal is to have McCallister, sight unseen, go buy us a PC on eBay, Java, Walmart. I don't really care where he goes. He has up to $800 to spend. He doesn't have to spend all of it, but ideally he's gonna buy us a PC that he thinks may be a good flip for us, but what do you really know about PCs?
I buy pre-builts. I built my last one after drinking 4 shots, and
you still can't name your parts, right?
I still can't name my parts.
This is the guy who edits all the videos, by the way.
So we're basically just gonna send him in the voiceover room with money, and we're not gonna know what he buys until we unbox it on this table.
Wow. Let's send him in there and let him get shopping.
Well, now I'm here. I honestly don't know where to start, so I'm just gonna type in pre-built. I guess I should say gaming PC, but just in case. If I want it to be fun, I should type that into eBay. The things I know you can upgrade are RAM. I don't know any of this stuff. Yep, that's specs. 1 item sold. Let's not do this person. I guess I'll never see one. 2070 Super, that sounds good. Ryzen CPU and 16 gigabytes of RAM. They can upgrade the RAM. It looks like a cool case. It's the SSD and the storage that are killing me. Shipping is $90. UPS ground advantage. Come on. Yeah, I feel more confident now. Do I though? God, this is stressful. I'm gonna request never to have to do this again. That's a real picture they took for the listing. Oh my God, it's in Comic Sans. Well, the internet's such a wonderful place. Verified seller on Java. Oh, Java is a website. That's one, right? That should be less people and more tech. The dark hole. Oh, there's no graphics card. That's the worst. But it's not my problem. Can you buy things on Craigslist? Upgraded specs and description, gaming PC. I came in here knowing nothing, and I'm gonna leave knowing nothing. This is the one. Let's just hit buy it now. Okay, to recap how this went. I started, then my brother texts me. He's having his twins today. Congratulations, Evan. And then I panicked, so here we are. Screenshot that ish. Well, 20 minutes. It took 20 minutes to make what I feel is a horrible decision. I'm so sorry, man. Jackson.
All right, guys, it's been like a week since we think that we got a PC ordered by McCallister. We heard that it has arrived, and McCallister said it's like urgent that we open it because he seems worried for some reason.
I love that he's worried. This is not going to go well. I guess bring the package in.
Tony, you want to go get him?
Yeah.
All right.
It's time.
Oh, all right. Fragile. As it should be. Ugh.
You can barely fit through the door.
Wide load.
You know when it's a Home Depot box, things about that happen.
It's not even proportional.
Right, bro, what is...
What is with all the fragile?
I don't know, but they bent it like a weird angle. Like they took half of the lid, and it's not normal.
Did you put the box cutter in?
I did. I just figured.
Okay.
Like, if
like,
it
did it
came
come
with a
it?
box cutter, that'd be
So,
insane.
is this fragile by chance?
Fragile.
Okay, so we've seen this before, Home Depot box. I've never seen this approach though, at all the fragile and everything. We got any like major dents or anything? Or?
Hole right here. There's a penetration spot where I could
Will
feel
you
a bunch
give it
of.
shake real quick.
I could feel a bunch of loose foam.
Oh, that's not good.
So when you said you want us to urgently open it, is it based on concern of
Are you like worried we might need to send it back?
I cut off the UPS label from the top because I'm so confident we're gonna need it.
Okay. So, did they have good feedback, by the way? Like,
Yeah, no, they were.
where'd you buy it?
I can say all this stuff now except for the price, right?
Just yeah. Where'd you buy it? That's it.
On eBay.
Okay.
Okay, so this seems like eBay.
Yeah, it does.
This feels like one of those where like there's gonna be like a note on the inside saying, "Hey, I ran out of packaging, so I went to Home
my
Depot."
God.
And this was an idea.
It's not packing peanuts.
It's not.
It's not
That's
packing
better.
peanuts.
I mean, it's something. I mean, this was kind of like a wall that was just going.
Did they give us a mouse pad?
He was not expecting the mouse pad, is what I'm seeing.
You didn't know about that?
In fairness, I didn't know what I'd bought. I certainly don't know what it was.
What is that?
Dude, is this a pop? Oh my god, this is gonna be like a themed PC, dude.
Is that from like Destiny? We have no idea. Okay.
Do you know what this is, McCallister?
Nope.
Destiny feels like a great
Destiny
guess.
could be a good guess. Get off my lawn. This is Soldier 76.
Ah, there you go. That's it.
We're going with Soldier 76, I think. McCallister, if you find else anything, you know. I mean, it's pretty new though, at least, so that's cool.
What kind of
Wi-Fi
value-
antennas.
What kind of value we get on the PC on that one? I like we get the mouse
I
pad
think
and the
we
finger,
got
but no mouse.
$20 right here, right?
Yeah. I'm just feeling this unboxing experience, and I'm realizing the budget we gave him, and I have concerns.
Yeah, and that's the fun part is we're gonna kind of guess here in a minute what we even have. No, we're pretty good at this, so I think we'll be able to look at the PC pretty quick and tell you like what probably the specs are, at least close enough. Yeah.
That's an old PV logo. Look how scratched up the acrylic is.
It is pretty scratched. There's no like holes or anything in it or cracks, so that's good.
All right.
Oh. Okay, so the fan on the cooler is disattached, but that's okay.
This is the new Thermalright cooler. Okay. What the heck is that graphics card? So we got an Asus 2-fan card. No, 1-fan card.
A single 6-pin. Ooh, so this is probably going to be like a 1060.
Okay. This is a little binty. It's not horrible.
I see the color scheme they were going for here. Can we get this back on, I wonder? Because look at how close we might need to take the GPU out to do this.
Well, they put this on, I think.
Want me to hold it back for you a little bit? Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't do this.
Yeah, there you go. We're good.
I think the cooler is like definitely bent.
It is, yeah.
It is not on there straight.
I
like this.
I think it got bent. But you know what? We can do partial refunds.
Yeah. Okay, so we do have 2 sticks of RAM. It's Team Group. It's older Team Group, but it's DDR4. I'm trying to see what board this is. Is it Gigabyte? Like a DS3H?
It's an Asus board.
Oh, Asus. Okay. So this is 9th gen, probably.
9th gen. This cooler, the more I look at it, the more messed up it is.
So this is like 8th and 9th gen, I believe. I'm hoping it's like at least a 9400F. We don't even know what GPU we have yet. Do we want to peep that? Because we can fix that again real quick too.
It's like bent.
Yeah.
That is not good. That is not good, man.
It is kind of like crooked, isn't it?
McCallister, do you care to comment on any?
I just feel guilty, dude. I'm just watching this.
So I think that the GPU board is just very crooked. I don't know why. I'm assuming the cooler probably smacked down on it at some point. Okay, so what I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna say it has a 9400F i5. It's clearly a B360. I'm gonna say 16 gigs of DDR4, like 3000 megahertz. I'm guessing this is like a 1063 gig. I don't even know if those used a 6-pin or not, or if it's an 8-pin. You have any other thoughts, Matt? Oh, power supply is probably 500 watt.
I'm gonna say it has a 9600K for some reason.
Okay. It is a big cooler.
The amount of display out, so if you want to say 1070, but it's only a 6-pin, so I feel like it has to be a 1060. Or it's like a 1650.
It could or like a 1050.
I'm gonna say 1650.
Ooh. Okay, hold up. I'm liking what they did here with the colors, though. I mean, check it out. Hold up. Is it a hard drive? Oh no, it's not. Okay, it's a Western Digital green SSD.
Windows 10.
Okay. All right. Let's go back.
Redeeming quality.
Let's check one more part.
It works, McCallister.
One more thing before we fully dive in and we see any spoilers. Let's see what's in the back real quick. You know, power supply if we can see it, and then the SSD or hard drive.
Without ripping out the SSD, a blue 1 terabyte drive is what it looks like.
Rubber grommet.
Rubber.
That's an EVGA power supply. You can see there their little logo. Probably 500 watt. The only way we could really fully tell is by taking it out. It is black sleeve cables though. It's not catching mustard, so it's somewhat
It's probably
okay
not
unit.
the 500 watt 80 plus white
650 then?
power supply. I don't think. Could be the bronze one.
Like
the
like
BRs.
the BR or BQ, the
Yeah.
barbecue as they called it. But it works. We're in Windows. Can't see any specs for sure yet. Should we just get into Windows and see the specs and then see how close we were, and then we'll kind of guess the price? Does that sound good, McCallister? It works. You got that going for you, man.
Yeah, I'm just more and more disappointed. I don't remember what I paid. I just remember how I felt about what I paid.
Oh, okay. And this is fun. I'm glad McCallister got something. I honestly thought he might have just bought like an HP or Alienware because he's seen us flip those before, but I think he wanted to have a little fun with us, you know? He wanted to kind of go outside the box a little bit.
Okay, the CPU is an 8700, so we have
it's a previous gen, okay.
Okay, so we have a 6-core 12-thread, 16 gigs of RAM, speed
2400, but it may not be overclocked.
Yeah, that's true. 20 gig SSD, we knew about that. The hard drive is a 1 terabyte. It says GTX. A 1063 gig. Okay.
So this, I think this is the Phoenix model. Yeah, I sort of recognized it.
Okay. I guess this is the price guessing section. Let me go over here real quick.
It has Wi-Fi. It's very coherent, I will say, and I'm thinking that in the photos he probably had this set up. Like, I bet the photos looked really good.
So should we be guessing what he should have paid?
I was trying to find the paddle so you could write what you think it's worth versus what you think
that'd be
I
actually
paid.
kind of fun.
We have paddles. We're gonna write what price we think he should have paid for this in terms of it being a decent deal for us to flip, and then also the price.
So we'll do both.
Yeah.
Like, let's do top as what he paid, bottom as what. Let's just put like what we would pay. I'll just put we pay.
This is like we pay for like, I'm gonna buy this as somebody who's gonna use it, not, or should we price it as a flip price?
We should price it as a flip. Let's do that.
Because by the way, I'm hiding my face as y'all talk because this one's gonna kill me. I basically said,
Okay, so top number is what I think, or what we think he paid. Bottom number is what we probably would have paid in order to try to make money on this. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
Oh! What did you put?
You would pay $400 for this to flip it?
Barely. I'm thinking like if we had it on eBay for a video, $400 is what it probably would have cost to buy this on eBay for a flip.
I guess now the next question is, what do you feel like we could sell this for?
$450.
$450?
$50.
Yeah, I mean, with PC Bros, I'm like, yeah, we could probably sell for $5, honestly, but Facebook, like 3, maybe $350.
All right, McCallister, how much should you pay?
So it was $450,
Okay.
but shipping was $85, and that's what makes me angry. Is that's how he shipped it.
Okay.
And I'm looking at, we can look at the pictures now, and you can see. I think the graphics card's a little. I think we can get a little bit of money off. And now that you all know the price, you all can manage.
What
that
made
part.
you mad, by the way? Was it the GPU?
If you're gonna charge $80,
Yes.
then it better be not your fault something got messed up.
That's fair.
Okay, so
if we can get it down to this.
So yeah, what were we at total then?
530 around
530.
that. I'll get the exact number and I will throw on screen. But now they can look at the actual thing.
Because I think we actually paid tax in that account, so probably 530, 535.
Yes.
A tough one. This one, I never said how we're gonna flip it.
Yeah.
This one might have to be a PC Bros flip because I don't think we're gonna make that money on Facebook. Clean up and fix up first, maybe.
Yeah.
Figure out what we need to do to get this thing like worthy of gaming, and then we can do a couple benchmarks and then try to sell it.
Let's give it a go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after the initial reaction and kind of shock of what we have here. And Jackson, what are we going to do to this PC to try to get it sellable?
Well, firstly, for anyone who doesn't know, we did get some money back. We messaged the eBay seller, and I had to send them 2 pictures. I sent them the picture of the cooler, and you guys can probably see too this graphics card, which kind of looks bent. It seems to work fine. Hopefully it stays working. And my excuse to the seller was, look, it didn't look like this in the pictures. It's bent. We're gonna need to replace the cooler, but in all honesty, we're probably gonna try to bend the cooler back. And I also told him there's a chance we may need to replace the GPU, which at that point, all money is just out the door, off the table. But I think ideally we start by trying to bend the cooler back. While I'm doing that, Matt can probably check out the GPU, kind of see what's going on there. Maybe it could get thermal repacing at this point, especially if like the PCB is warped at all. And one of the things we're gonna be using is our PC Bros cleaning kit. We got this over here, which has all the goodies in it for getting a system fully cleaned, because even a system like this, it's not too tough for.
Yeah, so we get it all cleaned up, and then hopefully from there we'll be able to list it and see, can we make some money on a deal on paper that is a little bit tough to make money on? We're gonna try.
All right, let's get to cleaning.
Okay guys, as Jackson is finishing screwing in the graphics card, we're gonna show you guys both the difference. You probably saw during the montage. We were just surprised by how big of a difference the space is between the graphics card and the cooler now that we've actually fixed it properly. I mean, like, look at this. Like, the before and after is pretty crazy.
Well, the best part is we didn't use like any special tools. We just used a pair of channel locks and just took the cooler out, bent it. Yeah, I can't believe that like nothing broke on this PC because like I had to use the channel locks and like fight for my life to bend this thing. But yeah, we went from having like an inch if that gap to probably like 2.5 inches. Cable managed the bottom, got like the inside cleaned up. I did use some of like our spray to clean the inside, but we still do need to kind of go kind of dust things out and everything to kind of get the final touches.
All right guys, so let's turn this PC on now that we've cleaned her up. Whoop, whoop, looking a little better. I will say this looks miles ahead better.
Yeah, the cooler is actually like, you know, somewhat far away from the GPU. The GPU is still like a little crooked, but you know, it is what it is. We got the Funko Pop actually zip tied in. He's kind of flying, you know, because he does have a cape. But I feel like this thing's pretty darn sellable now.
All right, so let's just see what it can do in games, I guess. You want to up a couple benchmarks on this thing, see what the value is, and then from there, we'll go through the whole process of getting it listed, and hopefully we can sell it.
I hope we make some money. All right, guys, we are playing Marvel Rivals, and you know, it's a more demanding title. We're currently running 1080p borderless window. We are using FSR 3, but we're running performance on the super res mode, 80% scale mode, and we're running low graphics quality, and you know, see what we can do here. I might tweak the settings a little bit. I don't know why I'm on FSR. That might honestly be the best option. I'm just under the impression maybe there could be a better option. I will say it took forever to get games like installed and working since we only had a pretty small SSD. I had to put a lot of the games in the hard drive, and even then the SSD is pretty slow. These green drives were just always like notoriously slow. That ain't gonna stop us from getting kills though. Which one of you is the real one? Please, oh my gosh, she's like literally one tap, dude. What am I doing? Oh. I've been choke slammed. Yeah, with PC specs like this, we're really just aiming for like 60 FPS, honestly. Even in esports titles now, unless they're older esports, like, you know, you're playing like some Team Fortress 2, maybe some Fortnite, you know, games like that, you're definitely gonna be able to get, you know, maybe closer to like a higher refresh rate goal, but for any like newer esports, especially like Marvel Rivals and some of the other games that are coming out nowadays that are coming out when like 50 series exist, for example, they're gonna want much better hardware. So that is kind of the downside. You know, not that this hardware is like obsolete or anything, but for higher end games, it's pretty much a no-go. And then even for like the newer esports titles, it's still pretty hard to run them. Yeah, latency definitely a little higher. We are dipping into like even, you know, the 40s in FPS. Actually, we're pretty constantly getting like 40 something. And then latency being like closer to like 20 is definitely it's not the best experience. Oh yeah, here, I'm gonna go try a die real quick actually. Not that I need to try really that hard, but I want to do that so I can try out using like a different upscaling. And I try Epic TSR. Like I said, this might be worse than FSR, honestly. Just figured I'd give it a go. Yeah, about the same, maybe worse. I think the game looks better now. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like there's much we can do besides like, I mean, we could go down to 720p if you're okay with, you know, like literally you just want to play your game. This is all the money you have. You can definitely go down to 720p and I would say get like 100, close to 100 FPS probably. Because the CPU in the system's still pretty good. It's really just having this older 1060 with 3 gigs of VRAM just ain't cutting it. I'm throwing. Low FPS can't stop me. Try ultra performance, yeah. So ultra performance 69 for the super res sharpening? Hell yeah. Honestly, no, I feel like we're getting like the exact same FPS. Again. Oh no, he popped it back on me. Oh, and then I did him so doity. Where did Spider-Man just go? I literally cannot see the enemies. I think they're all dead. All right, well, hey, we won even on the slower end hardware, but we're gonna try another esports game called Counter-Strike, which I think this PC is more suited for games like that. And then we do have a AAA to try to throw at this PC just to see what it can do.
All right, guys, we are now in CS2, currently running 1080p low settings. And the reason I'm running low settings is I just want to see what can this i7 do. And most people who are actively playing this game will be playing on lower details. And the FPS numbers are pretty solid, but even in this game, and I'm assuming Jackson saw a similar result, with the other benchmarks. Even running 1080p low in CS2, we're almost maxing out the VRAM that we have on this 1063 gig. This board card did not age very well. The normal 1060 might have more potential here, having that extra 3 gigs of VRAM, getting 6 at least, but 3 gigs, especially in modern games, is tough, but this is still playable. This is still playable. It's not like it's an unplayable mess because of VRAM. We are still a little bit below that mark, so we are having a smooth enough experience to be able to potentially, oh gosh, run around and get some kills. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and hopefully I'll get some before this match ends. Oh! Oh my God! I didn't expect to wake up and get abused by a cocaine addict. That's crazy. Got him? Oh, dude, this cocaine addict guy shows you how washed up I am in FPS games now. Been playing too many single-player games. Oh. Oh. Okay, guys, not the best run I've ever had in CS2, but it is playable. If we're playing games like CS2, League of Legends, really the most popular games on Steam that most people are playing, I mean, this card is still fine at 1080p. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and benchmark some other games, shall we?
All right, guys, so this is not recommended or ideal. I do know a lot of you guys do accidentally, maybe buy PCs or build your own PC thinking you're gonna play some really high-end games and you only have like a couple $100 to spend. Here's an example of that. So we're playing Black Myth Wukong. So right now, I have kind of tested some settings, 720p, borderless, and right now I'm running 40% render super res. I don't know if it's a percentage or not, but basically I think 100 is just full res. So 40, we're trying the NXSR. Black Myth Wukong, very, very demanding AAA title. Okay, this is clearly frame gen off because it looks a lot worse. Let me turn that back on. Now, I might try to play the things a little more, I might not honestly, because this just isn't really recommended, but the game's blurry, but it's playable, I will say. Ah. Oh my God, he keeps faking me out. He keeps faking me out, it's freaking me out, man. Ah, freeze. Oh, I can't. There we go. When there's a will, there's a way. I think the minimum specs for this game are like a 1660, maybe like a 5500 XT or 5600 XT. So we're clearly pushing this thing to like its limits. A 1063 gig is not meant to play this game, but we are playing it. So it just goes to show that, when there's a will, there's a way. This definitely isn't a PC I would ever even get close to recommending for a game like Black Myth Wukong or Ghost of Tsushima, but it just shows that, if you really want to play it and your expectations are set at the right point, you definitely can make it happen, guys. We've tested out a couple esports titles. We got our 3D Mark score, and we tested out a AAA title that's like the top of the line AAA, I'd say. And we were successful with pretty much everything. So now we're gonna try to list this PC and hope that we have some success with selling it at PC Pros. All right, guys, so I'm getting some listing photos for our flip here because, hey, that's part of the video. Now, I think if McCallister had spent $550 on this PC like any other time, there's no potential for money at all, but the GPU market is pretty bad right now, everyone knows that. So luckily, since graphics cards are a little bit price hiked at the moment, it's hard to get the card that you really want anyways. This build may have some potential. We're into it a little over $500. Luckily, to fix it up, we didn't really have to put any serious money into it. However, we're into it pretty high. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna list it at PC Bros for maybe like $575, maybe $550 plus shipping with a 1-year warranty. So that's really how I'm hoping to get a little bit of flip potential here, is basically offering that warranty that's parts and labor, like pretty much no questions asked. And that's definitely one way that we can kind of provide some value here. Otherwise, we really didn't have to do too much to this PC. I mean, let's be honest, it's a lot prettier than it was before, but we didn't have to replace any parts or anything. It is now tested and confirmed that it can game and what type of gaming it can do. Yeah, I think we're gonna aim, I'm gonna say $575. $575 plus shipping, 1-year parts and labor warranty. We'll see if it sells and we'll update you guys if it ends up selling. So let's go ahead and list it. All right, guys, I was hoping that by the end of this video, I would have this PC sold. It's up front at PC Bros right now. I've been marking down the price. I originally tried to actually make some money at $575, and we're down to $450, and it's listed online too. Normally stuff at PC Bros sells pretty quick, but honestly, I hate to tell McCallister, I think he just didn't get the greatest deal on this PC, so sadly, this video needs to go live, so I will pin a comment down below for what this PC ends up selling for, but for now, she's still available at PCBros.tech, and you might be able to snag this PC for like $300 for all I know pretty soon. But anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. So right now we're up front at PCBros.tech, by the way. You can actually buy a gaming PC online, or you can come in person and check out our awesome inventory. Make sure that you use code ToastyBros to save 3% on checkout today. See y'all later. Peace out.